Hi, this is Rick Clapp with The Breeze on GoBaja.com and also with Bay Area Houston Magazine. And this morning I'm here with Stacy Osborne, the Economic Development Director for the City of LaPorte. Good morning, Stacy. How are you?
Good morning. I'm well, thank you. Thank you for being here.
It's great to be here. And you just ordered this beautiful Chamber of Commerce LaPorte style weather today. A little bit chilly, but nice out.
Oh, it's beautiful. I'm glad that we have lots of beautiful days like this in LaPorte.
Well, I hear there's a lot of great things happening here in LaPorte, the economic development, but also things of tourism, and the city's changed quite a bit in just a short period of time. So these are some of the things that I look forward to talking to you about today.
Great. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to telling you about that. They actually thought that LaPorte was a good place for agriculture. That's what they thought was going to be the big draw for LaPorte. But it ended up being a really great place for people to come and visit. This was back before we had air conditioning. Mm-hmm. And so Houston, as you know, gets pretty warm in the summertime, and people really like to come down to this area where we have the cool bay breezes, and it was a little bit nicer temperature, and they enjoyed looking at the bay and be able to enjoy the beach. So it was kind of a tourist destination.
I've seen some of the pictures in the past where down there was a pavilion, mm-hmm. and they had throngs of people that came and frequented LaPorte and to go bathing and bring their families, and now this is coming back, sort of which was kind of a hiatus for a while. I think you and your group are now bringing, I understand, more sand to the beach, redevelopment of Sylvan Beach.
Yes, in fact, the city just won an award from the Houston-Galveston Area Council because we did the Sylvan Beach project in conjunction with Harris County and the Army Corps of Engineers, the Texas Land Office, and a couple of other partners. Several people worked together to make this happen. And Sylvan Beach is actually not in the city of LaPorte. It's a Harris County property. And so we all worked together to make it happen so that the beach was once again a tourist destination. In 1943, Hurricane Carla came through.
Right.
And it completely devastated the beach. It washed out the sand, washed everything away, and all we had was rocks. A rocky place for people to sit and look at the water. And all these groups came together, and they've been working on this project for many years. And they brought 2,000 linear feet of sand. They built walkways. They have some beautiful lights and some sitting areas for people to enjoy. And now we have 2 more pocket beaches in the city of LaPorte, and it's once again becoming a little bit of a tourist destination. It's the only public beach in Harris County.
So that is great. The Sylvan Beach project is just awesome. The other thing is that this LaPorte is known for these nice little shops that are just down the street here on what's the main street right here?
It's called Main Street.
Main Street. And you've got a nice restaurant now, so 5-star restaurant. What is that, 101?
Main 101.
Main
mm-hmm.
Cafe restaurant is doing quite well. And I see you've got another project going on called the Gateway Project. That's taking place. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, the Gateway Project is another regional collaboration. It's something that we've done with the Economic Alliance, and again, the Houston-Galveston Area Council has worked with us on that and given us a grant to make that happen, in addition to city funds that we put towards it. And they were actually economic development funds. That was the whole purpose of it. And the Gateway Project is at the gateway to the city. It's at Main Street and Highway 146.
Okay.
So as you're going by on Highway 146, if you look to the left, you'll see this beautiful gateway that welcomes people to the city. It's these beautiful brick columns. And the city also owns the property at 912 West Main, right there at the corner. And we're hoping to get a good tenant, hopefully a restaurant or a retail.
Well, it's prime property, prime location.
It is. And we've really decorated the outside, the parking lot, and we've really made it a nice place.
I think that would be a great place for a business to, maybe we move our office there.
There you go.
But it's very nice and gateway to LaPorte. Now, what I do want to talk about is that with all these nice improvements, you've also added some hotels. There's places to stay here. So it's not just for families visiting families. This is for tourism coming from all over the state.
Absolutely. This is a really great place for tourists to come. We have historical tourists. We have the San Jacinto Monument and the Battleship Texas right down the street. So people who are into historical tourism, this is one of the birthplaces of Texas.
Right.
So they definitely need to come here. Ecotourism is also big in the city of LaPorte. We're in close proximity to Armand Bayou Nature Center. High Island is just a few hours away. It's a really good center if you're interested in going birding or nature photography. photography. And then also water sports are really popular here. We've got access to the bay, kayakers, sailboaters, and water skiers. I even
Fantastic. Fishing, boating, yachting.
I think so,
just like
too.
the beautiful monument we have here. And gosh, LaPorte, like you were mentioning the history, I understand, was it Santa Anna's lover, I think, was from, they say, LaPorte, that visited him before the battle, the famous battle with
Yellow Rose of Texas. She was
Yellow
actually from
Rose.
Morgan's Point is claiming.
Morgan's Point.
is
Yeah,
claiming
Deer
her.
Park. Who knows the battle, but it could have been right here on this spot.
know.
We don't know, right?
Deer Park claims this
Yeah.
as the birthplace of Texas. We all claim it, so we're all close
But
enough.
what a great place to live, and a lot of great history here, and it's the best kept secret here in I think the Bay Area is come to LaPorte and enjoy some of the great things that LaPorte has to offer. On the economic development side, new businesses, what's happening, the Port of Houston. Wow, we didn't even talk about that. The Port of Houston, the main engine behind the city of Houston.
Absolutely.
Bring international trade and development with Bayport and Barbers Point. And
Well, the city of LaPorte is ideally located for industry. We're located right between two container terminals of the Port of Houston, Barber's Cut and Bayport. And because of that, we're a really great destination for companies that are looking to locate, who are chemical companies. We have a lot of oil refineries in the area. And those companies are both basically located in our industrial districts. And those two industrial districts house about 100 plants and companies that provide the economic base for the city of LaPorte. So we have a really solid economic base. We're well employed. We have a lot of people who have jobs, they have money to spend, and we have a lot of itinerant workers in the area too who need a place to spend their money. So what we're really concentrating on right now, we're lucky that we don't have to concentrate on industry, which a lot of cities do. We're fortunate that we can concentrate on trying to bring more retail to the city so that we can improve the quality of life for the residents and the visitors who come here.
Living up the street here, I've seen a lot of action on the main street, the development that you've been instrumental in. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, Main Street is really a great place to be. It was a great place to be before I got here, certainly, and it's a wonderful place to do business, and a lot of businesses have realized how great Main Street is, and we've had a lot of new businesses pop up on
Yes,
Main
I've
Street in the
noticed
last
that.
couple of years. Partly, I think, because of our gateway development that's kind of spruced up the beginning of the street and made people
Right.
kind of look down it and want to go down the street. We also have a brand new Tan Plaza at the end of the street. And so in between, the businesses are starting to fill out. We have a brand new chocolate shop called Chocolates by Mark, and they do handmade chocolates. They're really, really good. He's been doing chocolates for years, and he just opened up his own shop. And he also sells gelato, which is a really popular thing. You can go get yourself a nice
Yeah, I
cold
love
scoop of
gelato
gelato when
too,
it
yeah.
warms up. And then
Less
mainly-
calories than ice cream.
That's right.
And better taste.
Much better taste. We also have a wings place that's going to be
Right.
opening up in the next couple of months. And we've had a lot of interest from other businesses that have been interested in the area, and they've looked specifically at Main Street. I've shown a lot of buildings to people on Main Street, and a lot of people have called me up and said, "Oh, I heard that Main Street's a good place to be."
Yes.
And the city does own that building at 912 West Main, and we're trying to find a good tenant for there. So
How
if
many
you
square
have-
feet is it?
It's 5,200 square feet,
Wow.
and we have a brand new parking lot, and we've completely built out the outside, and we're happy to help with interior.
Well, what's the population of LaPorte at this time?
We have about 35,000 people
Oh, great.
in the
That's
city,
nice size.
and then 33,000 workers in the surrounding areas. So there's some overlap there, but
I tell you what, after our discussion today and the information you've given me, if I was a young person or somebody starting over or wanted to live in a nice place, I would consider LaPorte. One, quality of life. Number two, your schools have gotten a lot better and
Oh, yeah.
better ratings here. You've got up and coming businesses that are starting. There's opportunity here, which is most important. So if you've been laid off or you're looking for a job or semi-retired or starting your life, you might want to think about moving to LaPorte
this is the place to be.
and get with Stacy,
That's right.
the
Give me a
economic
call.
development director, and she'll be happy to take you on tour because she sold me on it today. Stacy, it's a pleasure to have met you today and gone over to LaPorte, and we look forward to having you in our magazine and being on GoBaja.com and The Breeze.
Great, thank you so much.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.